Hello Nidorinas and Nidorinos, it is KingNido here, and today we are continuing round 1 as the Glacado Nordics are hosting the Kotondo Dust Mites in this all-Paldea affair. Both these sides hitting that 100 threshold in their physical attack stats. They can be quite vulnerable though, with the Nordics having that higher defense than the Dust Mites do. But let us know in the comments below who you think is going to win this matchup. Will it be the Ice types? Will it be the Bug types? We will be sending it right down to the field.
3, 2, 1, go!
As I said, let us know in the comments below who you think will win this matchup as Scyther and Vespiquen starts out for the Dust Mites. It will be Weavile and the Terastallizing Houndstone starting out for the Glacado Nordics, as that pressure ability from Vespiquen is activated with it on the field. And here's Houndstone losing that Ghost type, and it will still be able to get that stab damage from it though. And it is now an Ice type Pokemon, as every side in the PokeType League has one Terrestrial Pokemon that will change whenever they enter the battle. Diaclaw from Weavile gets a good hit there onto Vespiquen, as Scyther responding for its side with the Razor Leaf gets a good hit on both Ice type Pokemon. Houndstone though with the Crab Hammer gets some fantastic damage with that critical hit, and now Vespiquen sets up the Electric Terrain. This could be a very questionable play here, as both Vespiquen and Scyther do have that part Flying typing. See if the Ice types can capitalize on that weakness. Focus Energy from Weavile. It is getting pumped on this field here, and I hope you are watching this matchup too. Scyther sets up the Sandstorm. The Dust Mites going for all the field conditions does kick up that Sandstorm. Everyone will be taking damage from that, as an Ingrain from Houndstone. It is going to be looking to restore health in between turns. This could look for a long play in this matchup. Vespiquen though with the Astonish. This would normally be super effective on the regular Ghost type Houndstone. Being an Ice type though, it will not be super effective, as everyone is going to take a little bit of chip damage from this Sandstorm. Remember, Houndstone will be restoring the health thanks to the Ingrain, so it has planted those roots deep into the ground. And here it is restoring that health on the field. And now we have Weavile setting up for a Solar Beam. This two-tone move will not be very effective whatsoever on either of the Bug type Pokemon. See if they can withstand that. But the Heat Wave will be super effective on both Weavile and eliminates Houndstone from this matchup. Scyther with the first elimination. A fantastic start for Kotondo here, as Vespiquen follows it up with the last respects. This won't be very effective, and Weavile is able to withstand that, but it is also going to take a little bit of extra damage from the Sandstorm, and still in this matchup, but could very easily be eliminated in the upcoming turn, as everyone continues to take damage from the Sandstorm. Beartic comes out onto the field, and Weavile finishes off this Solar Beam onto Scyther, and it does very little damage. Scyther shakes it off even after that critical hit. Scyther now is going to go for a Draining Kiss, looking to restore the health that it just lost. Taking it from Beartic, is able to get a little bit of health back in its pocket, as Beartic could surely respond strongly here, and it's going to go for a last respect of its own, and Scyther is now eliminated. A fantastic response by the Nordics, getting their first elimination, but Vespiquen is going to go for the Waterfall and take Weavile out of this matchup, putting the Dust Mites immediately back in front. Both Beartic and Vespiquen are going to take a little bit of chip damage from the Sandstorm, but that was a fantastic response by the Bug types. Nordics doing everything they can as they send out Avalugg into this match, and it is Volcarona, the part Fire type, that will have that super effective type advantage over the Nordics, but goes for the Vine Whip onto Beartic. Very little damage there, as a Disarming Voice from Beartic does minimal damage to both Vespiquen and Volcarona, as Vespiquen going for the Earth Power now onto Avalugg. Gets a great hit on the part Ice type there, who goes for the Roar of Time, but Vespiquen is able to avoid that attack, and Volcarona now taking damage from that Sandstorm, as will everyone else. Avalugg though coming onto this field, it has a huge 184 base defense. It can withstand a physical hit unbelievably so. Volcarona though has that 135 special attack. It's going to want to capitalize on that, as it goes for a Terra Blast here onto Avalugg, and Avalugg is taken out of this matchup. That is exactly what the Dust Mites needed to do. They've taken out 3 of the Nordics now, as a Trick Room is set up by Beartic. It's going to reverse the speed order as it twists those dimensions, and now Vespiquen with the Hydro Cannon, and Beartic is able to hold on as the Sandstorm subsides. The Sandstorm will not eliminate it, and Cloyster comes out. Speaking of strong defenses, it has that 180 defense. Beartic with the Electro Ball now onto Volcarona. Volcarona withstands that hit, And a Magic Powder now from Cloyster is going to change Volcarona's type to the Psychic type. Volcarona with the Electro Web. This will be super effective on Cloyster, gets massive damage and lowers Cloyster's speed, but it takes Beartic out of the matchup. The Kotondo Dust Mites are building all the momentum. So Titan coming out as the last Pokemon. Dire Claw from Vespiquen, unable to eliminate Cloyster, who holds on, but it is paralyzed. It might be unable to move, but with that Trick Room in effect, goes for the Thrash on Volcarona, gets a good hit there, and so Titan could follow this up, but instead goes for a Withdraw. Is going to boost its defense stat there. It has that base 65, so not a huge defense stat, but an Air Slash from Volcarona takes Cloyster out of this matchup. So Titan has 5 Bug-type Pokemon to deal with. Vespiquen with the Tail Whip, going to lower that defense after the withdrawal was performed by Sir Titan. Sir Titan going now for the Kowtow Cleave. It has 5 Pokemon to maximize this hit, and it's super effective on the Psychic-type Volcarona, getting the elimination, and out comes Heracross onto the field. Now Vespiquen is going to go for a Perish Song, and Sir Titan is trapped on the field. This is practically a Perish Trap if you think about it, because Sir Titan is going nowhere. It will be eliminated. It has 3 turns to take out 4 Bug-type Pokemon. Throws the Spikes out onto the field. That is not how it needs to start this. As Heracross going for the Horn Leech, it does not want to be eliminated. It wants to take Sir Titan out before this Perish count falls to 3. Huge risk by Vespiquen, taking some of those points that are surely going to be given to the Dust Mites away, but they want to win this by as much as possible. Feather Dance now from Heracross is going to lower the attack stat a great deal of Sir Titan, who is going to go for the Iron Defense. Regardless, you have to think that Dust Mites have locked this up. It's just how much are they going to win by. There's the Moonlight by Vespiquen, who has been in this matchup since the very start. It restores its health, almost gets itself back to full strength, as everyone's Perish count falls to 2. They have 2 moves left each before this matchup is over, and here's a Rock Slide from a Heracross. Super effective on Sir Titan, with the offense being kept up, and Sir Titan is flinched. You got to think that Dust Mites could actually get the elimination before this falls out, and there's a Thunderfang critical hit on Sir Titan. Perish count falls to 1. This will be the last turn. What can Sir Titan do for its side? The Metal Burst does fail from Heracross. So Titan, with its opportunity, goes for the Sand Tomb, and it will not affect Vespiquen due to its part Flying type. Vespiquen going for the Draco Meteor. It prevents the Perish count from hitting itself in Heracross, because Sir Titan is eliminated. The Kotondo Dust Mites have dominated the Glisado Nordics here. This is exactly what the Bug types needed to kick off their season. The strongest of victories. This will immediately put them at the top of the leaderboard. The Nordics will be at the bottom, and next round you got to think the Nordics will want to have a better matchup when they take on the Fighting type Saffron Power Links. It will be the Bug types going up against the Striaton Greens, the Grass types, in their next round. But our very next matchup will be the Akala Capsules. But until then, Nidorinas and Nidorinos, thank you so much for watching. Let us know in the comments below who you thought was the best on field. And if you enjoyed what you saw, please leave a like, share, subscribe, but more importantly, always remember, you are awesome, and I'll see you when you see me.